DJ.
I'm going to hell. What is going on, you guys? It's Extreme here, and welcome back to another episode of Road to Max Prestige. It's January 8th, 2015. It's Thursday. Today is going to be a very long day for yours truly. It is actually 3:08 in the morning out here on the West Coast. And the reason today is going to be a very long day for me is because my sleep pattern got screwed up over the holidays. Yeah, my fault. So basically, I'm going to be up for roughly over 24 hours. And I'm going to be a cranky asshole for most of the day. I feel bad for anyone that pisses me off. But, yeah, it's just going to be one of those days. Oh, man, I'm not looking forward to this. I need caffeine. Lots and lots of caffeine. Anyways, today I want to talk to you guys about the skill-based matchmaking in Advanced Warfare, as well as maybe tell you guys a story if there's enough time. So let's get right into things. So as a lot of you guys might know, supposedly, I say supposedly because to the best of my knowledge, nothing has officially been stated by Sledgehammer Games or Activision that this game has quote-unquote skill-based matchmaking. What is skill-based matchmaking? For those that don't know, skill-based matchmaking is an attempt by the game when you're searching for a lobby. The game basically runs an algorithm, and it takes that algorithm. Let's say you're a B+ player. It's going to put you up against other B+ players. When you become an A+ player, it's going to pair you up with other A+ players. Sounds reasonable, right? Except it's not 100%, because unfortunately the landscape of the internet right now, skill-based matchmaking sounds great in theory, but because there's no universal internet service provider, and a lot of people use DSL, which, for the record, any internet service that comes through your phone, whether it be, Verizon, whatever, if it comes through your phone, it's going to be garbage. I don't care what anyone tells you, what any stats tell you. I can tell you firsthand from my own personal experience, any internet that comes through a fucking phone line is going to be garbage. Why? Just want to get this out of the way because I know people are going to bitch about it later. It's because the phone lines in your home haven't been updated in God knows how long. Cable lines? They've probably been updated at least once in the last 20 years. Your phone lines? Good luck. So that's part of what's going to cause your internet to be slow, have issues. But a lot of YouTubers are blaming the issues of connection and so on and so forth, strictly on skill-based matchmaking. And that's exactly what I want to bitch about today. It's not the skill-based matchmaking I want to bitch about. No, because personally, I don't give a fuck about skill-based matchmaking. As far as I'm concerned, I would rather be put up against other players that are of the same skill as me. Why? Because when I kick their ass, which I'm not doing in this video, but when I do kick their ass, it shows a little more skill, as opposed to, running around aimlessly looking like a moron. Just saying. And also it means more, at least for me, when I do well against a good team and I know it wasn't a bunch of fucking douche idiot morons, whatever. So yeah, I don't know, it's just for me, I'm cool with it. It doesn't bother me one bit. Does it affect connection? A little bit, because ultimately skill-based matchmaking, if that's the sole principle that you're being picked for lobbies, well, you're kind of fucked. Me personally, I tend to end up with people close to me a lot, so yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if there is skill-based matchmaking, but I don't have a whole lot of trouble with connections in this game. That's just my experience. But as far as the skill-based matchmaking goes, it might be in there. I've run into lobbies of total idiots. But then the other thing I want to point out, and this is the last thing I want to say regarding skill-based matchmaking before I move on to something completely different. The problem with skill-based matchmaking in any game, holy shit, I'm fucking smacking shit and whatever. The other problem you have with skill-based matchmaking, especially in public lobbies, is whenever someone joins and they're in a team. Why is this a problem? Because the skill-based matchmaking isn't going to be paired with the entire team. No. You're going to be matched with whoever the host of that team is. So if the team host is crappy, you're going to get paired. The whole team is going to get paired with crappy players. Well, that's when you run into issues like yesterday's video. That game was against, I'd say half a clan. There was like 4 team members on the opposing team that were together. They kicked their ass, but that's because they were working together. And I guarantee you, some of those guys were a lot better than the host was. That's just my honest opinion. Again, I don't have a problem with skill-based matchmaking. It is what it is. If it's there, it's there. So what? It's frustrating. It's annoying. And I'm going to talk about this more in another episode, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to something else today. So I wanted to tell you guys the story of the first time I got a PlayStation 2. And the reason I want to tell this story is because A, I don't think I've told it before, and B, I was reminded of it recently, and I thought, this would be great for YouTube. It's a short story, it's simple, and you guys get a kick out of it. Also, it lets me make mention of someone who I don't think I've mentioned before on my channel. So, 2002, my family went through a lot, as many of you may know, some of you might not. We were homeless for about a month or so in 2002, and I also had some other stuff go on. So 2002 was a really crappy year. There was one shining moment in 2002, and that's when me and my family met a man by the name of Mike. Now, Mike is from Atlanta. Good, honest, genuine, decent man. One of the nicest human beings I've ever met. One of the most generous as well. I say generous, and I mean it, because Mike had only known us for maybe 4 or 5 months. Christmas time, he notices, we don't have a Christmas. And he's like, you guys ain't having Christmas, man? I'm like, we ain't got no money. We're broke. All of us. Oh, fuck that. And he's like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm going to make sure you guys have something. You get something for Christmas. It might be late, but you guys are going to get something. And I'm like, all right. Whatever, like thinking nothing of it. Well, a couple weeks after Christmas, Mike comes up to me and goes, so, I was asking your mom what's something you guys want, and she told me that you guys really want a PS2. And I said, yeah, we really do. He goes, all right, I'm going to get you guys a PS2. I'm going to let you pick a game, because I want to get you something specific for Christmas. And I'm sitting there going, are you shitting me, dude? And he goes, no, I'm serious. So, about a week later, it's me, Mike, and my brother Eric, and we head to the GameStop close to my home. We get to the GameStop, and Mike asks, once we get into the store, what game I want. I tell him what game, so they pick up the game, and then he tells the cashier, I also need to pick up a PlayStation 2. Cashier's like, okay, no problem. Picks up a system, scans it, does everything, rings it all up. Mike pays for it, and Mike didn't pay for the whole thing, by the way. He paid for a little more than 50% of it. He did pay for the game as well. But we're sitting there, and the cashier finishes ringing up everything, hands me the box. Okay. I pick up the box very gingerly, and then I press it up against my body and refuse to let it go. I'm not joking. I had a death grip on this thing, okay? You would think somewhere on this box there was a dead man's switch. I was holding on to it for dear life, like, I don't want to die. And it's just, seriously, I'm not joking. So we walk through the mall, and I've got this box in my hands, up against my body. I look like Precious, who's the Precious? Yeah, I look like that crazy fucker. And I'm not joking. We walk into the mall, my brother looks at me and goes, dude, I swear to God, if you embarrass me, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. And I'm all, shut up, let's go, get to the car. We get to the car, my brother opens the trunk, put it in. Put it in. No, I'm holding it. Dude, seriously, come on, put it in the trunk so we can go. Fucking hold it. Let's go. Mike tells my brother, dude, just let him hold it. We need to get out of here. He's starting to freak me out. Unfortunately, I probably was, because I was acting really stupid this day. But I was also trying to make them laugh, and they were both laughing their ass off. And so we get in the car, make our way home. I'm still holding on to this damn box for dear life. We get out of the car, and I'm still holding on to it. And at this point, they're finding it just purely comical. And we get up into the house. I put the box down. I slowly open it. I'm like, Shaw. My brother walks up, grabs the controller, and runs out of the apartment. I wanted to kill him. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed that story. Yeah, I'll finish that maybe some other time. But I will see you guys tomorrow for the final episode of this week. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we will have a full story time, I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Until next time, adios. I don't know what it was. There was something that was made for exclusive. You had to have 4 people, otherwise you weren't going to have fun playing it. That was Zombies in Black Ops 2. That was Extinction in Ghosts. If you played the normal mode on either game, you weren't going to have fun. Period. And that sucks. And very, very frustrating. Back then, I only knew 2 other people besides myself that played that mode. That was myself, my brother Elliot, and my buddy Josh. Now, I haven't talked to... I don't think I've ever mentioned Josh. Josh is a guy I met back during Black Ops 1. I actually met him